Have you ever wondered why everyone feels so angry and negative all the time? If you're around my age, it didn't always feel like this. And yes, the political division, the media, they play a huge role in this, but it's not the only factor. Let me explain why. Just to give you some background on myself and my companies, our mission is to make the world a better place. And we do that by helping our clients lead happier, healthier lives. Those two concepts are intertwined, health and happiness. Here's the thing. I believe a big part of the negative aura surrounding our community is just a simple lack of health. As a country, as a world, really, we're not healthy at the moment. Most adults are obese. Most kids are obese. Our diets suck. Our activity is minimal. We just are not at a place of optimal health. We're not even in the vicinity of optimal health as a community. And the problem is that has become the norm. And when something is viewed as the norm, it's not really viewed as a problem because problems are outliers. Being unhealthy, having comorbidities, being overweight, those things are no longer outliers. It's not 1 in 5. It's not 1 in 10. 2/3 are overweight. 2/3 are unhealthy. Most people are dealing with 1 to 4 comorbidities based on their health, metabolic issues, all of these things that stem from a poor diet, that stem from a lack of activity, that stem from, high levels of stress just consistently throughout each day. And that's our foundation. That's where all this stems out from at that point. So that's where I connect health with the state of the world. When you don't feel good, you're more easily agitated. You have a shorter fuse. You literally can't sit still. So when I was struggling with Barrett's esophagus for the better part of a decade, I literally could not stay in one place. I had to move. That was my distraction. If I sat still, I was physically uncomfortable. I was more irritable. I wasn't enjoyable to be around. Those are the things that I was dealing with on an individual level. So obviously on a macro scale, those things compound. Because of that, I was always in a bad mood, like I said, but I was extremely reactive. And we live in a very reactive society. We don't process emotions as well as we should be, where emotions control our habits, emotions control our decisions, emotions control our actions, versus being able to filter in a situation, to be able to filter through an environment, process those emotions, but not have those lead to our direct and immediate actions. That's why we also spend a lot of time in a state of sympathetic nervous system dominance. That's our fight or flight signal. Our adrenaline's running higher. We view minor annoyances as threats, and those are triggering our responses, our reactions, being more reactive. Now, that negative energy is passed on to the next person and the next person and the next person. So we're creating this ripple effect, this chain, this domino effect based on how one individual is feeling, but we're all kind of feeling the same way. And we create that ripple response of sheer negativity. But by improving our mental health, by improving our physical health, we can create a new direction, a new ripple effect, one that's full of positive energy, compassion, kindness, things we're not seeing or feeling a whole lot of right now. And that's why the goal of my health coaching company is to help busy humans rebuild their body, their health, their confidence. And that's not a pitch. That's not me trying to sell you on coaching. I'm just telling you how I'm attempting to change the world. That's how I'm going to have an impact. That's how my company, my teams are going to have an impact on the rest of the world. But it's still going to be a group effort. We have to do this together. It doesn't work with one company, one team, one organization. One of our mantras at our coaching company is be the change. And what that means is you take responsibility for yourself, for your actions, for your health. And then you become the leader that your family needs you to be. You set the example based on the things you're doing, but you also educate yourself. You understand the right way to be doing things, the right way to live, to get back to feeling good again, to filling your cup, taking care of yourself physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Your family sees what you're doing. They replicate those actions on their own, but also being able to educate them on how to get to that stage. Because again, as a whole, as a country, we are not there. We are unhealthy physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. And that has led to this deterioration of our communities, this lack of positive engagement with each other. And it's certainly depressing to think about. But on the bright side, it's not going to take a whole lot of time or energy or effort to change. It's simple things we can do throughout each day. That's the point of these videos. That's the message within these videos. It's never this overhaul of your entire lifestyle. It's not these overwhelming tasks that you have to adapt and adopt and build into what you're doing. It's just making better decisions. It's creating tiny changes every day. That's what a habit is. Tiny changes that we do every single day that lead to dramatic changes over time. That makes sense on the micro level as an individual and a macro level as a community. So that's why we talk about be the change and start with these things for yourself and following along with these little tips. And, Let's say you watch 10 videos or listen to 10 podcasts or read 10 books and you pull 3 things that actually make sense for you. That's productive. That's a huge positive improvement. And those 3 things, let's say it's your morning routine, 3 little things you can implement as your morning routine, unfolds. That will change the dynamic of your entire day. Your mood shifts, your energy levels improve. When you start to see those mental changes, those physical changes, you're happier. You have more energy, more vitality. You feel good. You're engaging better, with those around you. Your family is in a better mood as well. And this, again, helps shape the ripple effect that we're trying to have take place to make the world a better place. So quick video today, guys. Just wanted to kind of jump in. These were my thoughts last night. I wanted to jot them down. I wanted to share them with you guys. Be the change. It's a powerful mantra that we're really going to be talking about a lot more across our content, in our podcast, on these videos, and just really reminding you that it is the simple shifts. It's not the big things. You don't have to go overhaul everything, but choosing some better food options, prioritizing those whole foods, minimizing the processed foods, taking a walk at lunchtime or first thing in the morning with the family, adopting positive behaviors, adopting positive mindsets, limiting the negativity you allow yourself to to run with and bask in. We'll talk a lot about meditation. It's something that's changed my life over the past couple of years. But again, take a couple little things, build out a checklist, 3, 4, 5 things maybe that are not going to take a lot of time. If it is a bigger goal, break it down into a tiny task. For example, a goal of reading a book per month. The habit would be something like reading 2 pages per night before bed. It's something where you can check that box every single day automatically without even thinking about it. And it compounds over time. More often than not, obviously, you're going to read more than those 2 pages. But you're setting yourself up. You're getting yourself in there. You're getting yourself started, which is a lot less overwhelming than saying, I have to go read a chapter. I have to go read 10 pages, whatever that thing is. So I know the last video is about habits, specific habits. It's kind of a central theme, even when we're talking about training, if we're talking about nutrition, mindset, movement. Those are all built upon habits. Those are the protocols, the things that we're doing every single day. So I just had these thoughts last night. I wanted to share them. I wanted to get this up as a video and let this set the tone for the things we're going to be doing and talking about moving forward. If you enjoyed that, guys, please make sure you like, subscribe, and I will catch you in the next one.